Hey, how's it going? I have an idea. Spoon blenders. That's right. I'm going to take makeup wedges. I have a bunch here. You know, I bought like a 500 pack a while ago, and now I'm coming up with all these ideas. Hey, let's make spoon blenders. So I went into YouTube last night and I looked around. I did a Google search of making your own blending tools, and I did find a bunch of them, but nothing takes these things, which I found strange that nobody takes these, because isn't this what the Tim Holtz blending tool pads are made of? I have those somewhere. Inaccessible at the moment. So I thought, well, I want to do the Velcro on a spoon, and and this right here is a good idea to, this is my prototype. It is roughly, what do you think that is? Maybe an eighth or a little more than an eighth of an inch thick, and 1 inch this way and 3/4 of an inch this way, roughly. These are rough measurements. And when I'm done, when I use this up and it's no longer, it's worn out, then I can take that off and either discard it, or because it will be filled with color, I can use this on, to make like an abstract picture or something. So that's the idea running around in my head about, I don't know if I want to get rid of them, mostly because they have that Velcro on the back. So I'm going to need the sister to this, right? And that's what I would get. I just put it on paper, and my mind is just going. Hasn't gone yet, thank goodness. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make 10 more. Since this is my prototype, I want to make a set of 10. I don't know why I thought of 10. I could make 500 because I have a zillion spoons, so I could make a whole bunch of them if I wanted to, like one for each color or whatever I'm using. So I thought, well, let's start with 10. So what I did was I already gussied up 9 of them, and I'm going to show you how I do it here, what I did to get this part from this part. And these are these soft makeup wedges. There is, now that one doesn't show it, but okay, on almost all of them there is, okay, you can kind of see it if I tilt it that way, kind of out of the light. There's a little divot there, and let's see, this one has, looks like some of the foam is coming up. Well, these come in 2 blocks of 250 wedges, and I thought that they were, I didn't open it for the longest time, the package, because I thought they were going to fly everywhere once I opened them. So now they're in a giant 2-gallon bag, and they were all stuck together, and I thought, oh, I wish I would have known that. So they're all stuck together like that, and they're stuck together here in the middle as well. So when they appear like that, all nice and stuck, and they wouldn't have flown anywhere, but I thought, oh, put them in a 2-gallon bag and then open the package. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to cut, actually I'm going to use the other, what did I do with that thing? The Fiskars Amplify, my little makeshift. Oh, speaking of wedges, there's a little foam wedge in here too, so my thumb doesn't hurt so much when I use it. And I take the scissors, and I just need roughly about an eighth of an inch from the top there, and I'm going to add the Velcro to this part that looks like it's you know, the pull apart area, so that it doesn't interfere with using this as a blending tool. So when I made the prototype, of course I had to try it out. Okay, I have the Velcro here. It's 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch. These are rough, not exact. And just go like that. Put it on there, and a couple of them, when I put the other 9 together, I had to do some trimming, and I used this one because it has non-stick blades. This is also a Fiskars. Okay, and then peel that off and put it on the spoon about right there. Wow, that was very good. And then what I would do is take this off. Make sure that's on there, and that will be on there. That's a very good stick. And then check to see if there's any kind of overhang. See, there's a little bit of overhang here. I don't know how well you can see that, kind of a little bit of overhang. So with that, I could try and peel this off, but sometimes that works to pull it off like that, and other times it doesn't. So it's easier then for me to just do that and take that off of there. I can't get it off of there. Comedy of errors there. And then to take this one off and just cut off that excess Velcro, sticky back Velcro. Okay, then to put, oh, maybe turn it around. So depending on how this is cut from the wedge, it may have a bit of a slant to it, but that's okay. I've noticed that it still works well, like with my prototype. My prototype still worked pretty well. And put that away. Set those aside. And I'm going to try it out. Where do I have them? Oh. The other 9 are in this wild and woolly orange and gray lid. I haven't labeled it yet. So I put these together, as you can see. And I'm not going to try out all 10 of them. I'm just going to try out this one. Take this away. But just to let you know, so I'm going to keep them in here. Maybe I'll have to make a stand for them or something. Something they can sit up like this. Maybe that'll be the next. I have an idea. Who knows? Okay, got some. This is Artessa's Expert watercolor paper, 140 pound. I'm just going to put it like that. Okay, then some gelatos. I've been putting them in this pencil case. Okay, and I brought my little water bottle out. So I want to go with something other compatible colors, Tammy. Want to try Stardust, which looks like that. Hey, is this from the first set, right? Oh, where's my thing? Now, the iridescent gelato swatching that I did a few weeks back. Let's see, where are they? I ran some Mod Podge over the card, and the only one that smeared was this one, the purple one, the Galaxy. And I thought, oh, wow. But I've seen that, now that it's dried, I can see the name a little better. I'll have to do a flip through when I get done, when I fill up that swatch binder. Okay, so do Stardust, and what else would be good to blend? Maybe Starburst. Right? Wouldn't that make kind of an orangey color? Who knows? Do I really want that one now that I've tested on the paper? Do I need my swatch my spoon palette for this, I wonder? Creak. This is the Velcro that I used. It comes in a roll. And I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit in there. And right over it. Oh. Now, you know, one of the wedges that Faber-Castell includes with the sets, with their gelato sets, is this makeup wedge or beauty wedge, a soft one, and that's the same thing as these things. Same thing. Okay, I just wanted to wipe that down a little. And we're going to give this a little squirt. Oh, see already. We're going to be very messy here. And am I going to mix this? Sure. Oh yeah, way too much water there. It's like almost nothing. I could do this as well if I want to put a little on there. And then now that that's wet, put my finger down to kind of apply just a little bit of pressure. The bad thing about putting the gelatos directly on the paper and adding water is that there's that lasting impression there. Maybe I can do this one. Excuse my reach. That's an idea. Make two pictures at once. Does it blend? It does a little. Almost looks like, reminds me of those dreamsicles. Now I'm hungry for ice cream. Ooh, I like that too. Making all kinds of really cool. I'm gonna try it this way too. Just draw directly, color directly on the blender. Now let's see where we go. Let me bring this out a little more. Now what I am seeing here is I am seeing a little bit of the foam wedge kind of coming undone from the Velcro, the sticky back part. I wonder if I can put it back by... possibly. Cool. I like that. I want to add a little more yellow to this, and maybe I'll grab another gelato. A matching one. This is that one that looks like tennis ball green or tennis ball yellow. I'm getting a little carried away. I'm painting the spoon. And add a little water here. Let me see my... Okay, let's see. Maybe the... what is this one? This is Metallic Melon from the Metallics set. Oh. Oh, wait, let me do it here. Look at that. That's cool. It's very messy, too. Oh, now look at that. There's our fail. It came right off. Now, see, I didn't have that problem before, so that is totally non-sticking. Interesting. Can I put another thing on? I'm gonna see. A dry one, maybe? It is still sticky. But we want to try it, so this one would need to dry. We'll just let that sit somewhere. I'm going to put it right on here. So the sticky back doesn't work if it gets wet. Now, does that mean I'm going to have problems? Would I normally get this wet? See how that's coming off? That's likely because this one is, you know, because it's still kind of wet. To me, that's not really a bust. I just think I can, if I let that dry, it'll come back to be sticky. There's a little bit of gelatos on there. With this one did not come off at all. This one is tearing off. And I think that's because I pulled on it, so I tore a little bit of it off. But this is on there. Now, it could be because I just put this on. Right? What I could do is I could probably put, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna add a little bit of this Art Skills tacky glue. Especially if I want to make art with these, you know, discarded pieces. Okay, I'm just gonna see it's gonna work. Also, most people use blending. They usually don't get this stuff wet. They usually do like a dry, they take an ink pad, and they don't really get the whole thing sopping wet like I did with this piece. This piece is wet, you know. So I think it would work with drier materials, or as long as I didn't get the whole thing, you know, soaking wet or something like that. I'm gonna let that sit and see if it will dry, and I need to put it somewhere, like to give it some weight. Put some weight. I don't have anything to give it weight. Okay, so now I need to try another one. These have been on for a little bit longer than the one I just put on, because I want to make sure, I want this to work, you know, and if it's not going to work, then it's back to the drawing board for me. Okay, so we want to go with something, excuse me, something that's maybe drier. Maybe use the gelatos. It doesn't have to be gelatos. It can be something else. Let me put the pink on as well. And then try it. If you just want to do the edges. Ooh, that's a nice effect, right? Most people do brown I could do brown because I think like iced chai is in here. And, oh, what's this one? This is iced chai. So we have that one works. So I guess it works if I don't get the whole thing wet. That makes me want to take the glue and just glue the wedges on there, the sticky back Velcro onto the, put that one aside, onto, what was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, maybe I am doing all 10. I don't know. No, I'm not going to do all 10. I'm going to make sure this is on. Okay, this is iced chai, so we're going to do this for here. I don't want to muck up my my mat. There's already, wait, this must be the second iced chai that I have. I have doubles of some of them because I ordered like the creativity pack, or it's like a starter kit or something. Or I think it was like a creativity kit or something, or it gave like some paper and some iridescence, and then also some metallic gelatos, and of course the foam wedges. Go the other direction. Okay. Oh, yeah. I like that. It's not too far in. And it goes down pretty far, too. It's a hit. Awesome. We're able to put our... So, all you need, you can even use, you don't have to use these big long soda spoons, but the reason I like them is because I can hold them like this and then press down with my finger to, oh, this is dry. This is dry now. To kind of apply a little more pressure. So that's why I like it. But you could do it also with a regular plastic spoon, which are roughly maybe that long, I think, right? So that, I think that would work because it would go to here and it'd still give you that leverage or that little bit of pressure that you can apply. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so we know that works, and I will report back to you if the glue, the tacky Art Skills glue, this comes from Dollar General, not this. The bottle comes from Amazon, but the inside is Art Skills tacky glue, which is sold at Dollar General. Right. And as long as you don't wet these completely, they should work. And you can make all kinds of really cool pictures, journal pages, you know, go for it. Make good backgrounds. It's a hit. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. You know, I think I'm going to go with one sign off for my I have an ideas or my crafting things. Have a creative day. Bye.